Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with another video here on the weekly reset that's happening today. In today's video, we're going to be going over all the upcoming updates and changes to come, in addition to some key events that are also going live this week. So as per usual, if you want to stay up to date with Marvel Strike Force content and crush these events completely free to play, just like myself, please make sure you follow along, hit that like button, and give the channel a sub for future videos just like this. There's a couple of ones that are wrapping up, but I'm going to talk about the ones that are just, finishing up here as a reminder, and then we'll talk about the new things that are upcoming because there are quite a few things shifting over at Reset. So first and foremost, if you haven't already taken advantage of this event right here, it's called the Weekend Arena Warriors. You're still going to have time to be able to dabble in this. As you can see, time recording, I can still do one more attack here. That's going to get me the milestone 12. This has been an amazing opportunity here to actually get additional orb fragments here, as you can see, of Thanos. Again, the orbs haven't been great, but at least we're getting resources. At least we're getting some Captain Britain's Awakened Ability material for a character we'll never have access to, but at least there's also, some blue ISOs, and there's also even some additional gold fragments here and there sprinkled. So even better if you have some of these annihilator characters at 5 stars and beyond. It still seems like this is going to be running until the end of the month. So this is definitely something you want to be working your way. And as well, if you're able to unlock any of these characters with one of those big drops, it's going to help meaningful points. So this one's wrapping up for sure. We have GORR's monthly event starting up here. So this is actually called the Autumn Revolution event right here. Participate in September event. So this is the one you want to be focusing in on because there is more opportunities to get more GORR shards if you guys haven't unlocked them already. And as well, now the difference with this one versus last month's event is that there's actually direct shards to GORR, as you can see, as opposed to orb fragments. Having said that, if you get near the very bottom of this milestone, near the completion stage, there are some pretty juicy rewards here, like the 30 shard drop right there and another 20 there. So I think in total, there's actually 100 shards of GORR. Also an opportunity here as well, because there's a leaderboard that's tied back to some diamonds for GORR as well if you're able to push deep. But usually that's a spending whaling territory. We also have, ladies and gentlemen, here, the Sentinels Assemble event. So this is going to be the earning of Iron Legion orb fragments as well as battling and blitz. I made an event guide actually on this yesterday. It's a pretty easy event overall, but this is actually going to be the next leaderboard event. So once again, I think this is probably going to be the last one of its kind. We'll see if they're going to keep doing this going forward, but the opportunity here for T3 ISO or ISO8 purple, and especially with Dark Dimension 8 coming around the corner, we have we have Odin coming, the father of Thor. So he's going to be that mythical unlock character here, and that's why they're giving more ions out. The radioactive treat store is going to be actually ending pretty soon here. So you guys want to make sure you're using all those treats up, because otherwise, I suspect it's probably just going to be more of these orbs as well as the ions being directly paid out going forward. And we'll see if this remains in future leaderboard events, but that's why we've been hoarding campaign energy to do better. Top 5,000, top 7,500, I think is going to be a good place to be. Obviously, like as you can see here, in order to land any of these ISO8 purples, you have to be at least in the top 10,000. So something to be mindful of there. Also, I want to point out, you want to be gunning for the monthly event that's also located in this event, right? And again, I broke this down in yesterday's video, you guys. I'll link it below for your reference just as ease, but it's going to be this energy blaster here. Overall, pretty easy, so you may want to be rethinking how much you want to core for this event, because a lot of it's just going to be coming from the blitzing with annihilator characters, and as well the bulk of it coming from actually campaign points via Iron Legion orb fragments. We don't yet know what the conversion of that's going to be. It could be 3 to 1, it could be 4 to 1. That's what we've seen in the past for these events. I also want to point out there's more Sentinel shards coming here, right? So if you guys recall, the Tolerance Extinction event, which was the battling and Orcus raids, as well as coordinating the alliance, I think the collection of the ally supply orbs, that was actually just wrapped up right here, and it's almost a mirrored event that's coming up once again. So depending on how you did in this event with your alliance, this is going to allow you once again another opportunity to get more of this. Now, the nice thing about this specific event was that you work with your alliance members. You can see, right? Again, terrible odds, similar to the Annihilation Orbs, but this is how I've been actually getting shards of Sentinel. I think I have 14 shards right now, each of those orbs giving me at least a minimum 1 shard. But you can see here, there's gold fragments sprinkled, crimson gear, which is really notable for building towards Dark Dimension 7, and once again, the T3 ISO8 credits. So this event that's coming up here, they're called the Dark Future. It's almost an exact mirror of this specific event. Now, I think the rewards is actually almost the exact same. So you can see here, gold fragments, sentinel orb fragments. As you go through, there's actually ciphers as well, more gold, crimson materials. So wherever you ended up in the last event is indicative of likely where you'll probably land as well. So there's the nice thing about this one, there's also some mega gold orbs, so make sure you guys take advantage of that if you do have an active alliance, because this is one where you may need to discuss and communicate with your alliance if you want to do more nodes on a lower difficulty. That's going to give you more points obviously here for the event. But overall, I think difficulty 2 is that nice little sweet spot if you without it being overly complicated and difficult, where it's still reasonable, especially since many of us don't have Orcus, as well as obviously Night Stalkers have not been released yet, so we're just trying to truck through and synergize as best as we can. But in terms of events, guys, that's the bulk of it, right? So once again, Autumn Revolution featuring GORR shards, that's going to be his specific event. We have the Sentinels Assemble, which is the campaign energy spending event here, as well as battling and blitz. If you have Annihilator characters, it is going to give you a lot more points. And then as well, the Alliance here featuring the Dark Future. That is going to be the changing over here. I also want to point out too, there's going to be another Ares Battle Pass. So we've already unlocked Ares, but now I think that Battle Pass is still going to be here for at least another few weeks actually. So I think there's still either 2 more passes or 3 more passes. I forget what they originally outlined, but there's still more shards coming of him where we can get the opportunity here to actually max him out. So you can see right here, we're still only at 4 stars. I think it stops at 5 or 6 stars. I don't remember, but is somewhere close to that mark. So we still have an opportunity to get more shards of Ares. To be honest, I haven't built him up. I haven't seen a use case for him just yet, just because of the fact that he is more war focused. But statistically, he's still one of the best characters in the game. It's just unfortunate that you do need most of his empowered T4 abilities to really synergize and use the value out of him. And then shortly afterwards, ladies and gentlemen, we do have Nimrod coming this week, so be on the lookout for him. His release is coming. But similar to my Sentinel treatment, I don't think I'm going to use power cores right now, because I'm being very, very conservative in my account right now. I'm just using cores right now for events, such as these leaderboard ones with ISO8 purple. I need to build up my supply again. As you guys can see, we used it all for the Annihilators, and I'm just trying to essentially do well in Arena and build that up once again. But yeah, that's the game plan right now, guys. Maybe we can get lucky in some of these orbs where they can give us 100 shards, but in the meantime, we're building up characters like Lady Deathstrike and Scientist Supreme, slowly but surely the part of the Orcus team. And when we get these unlocks like Sentinel, it's gonna be massive. But yeah, I'm just gonna be conservative right now. I'll save my power cores, save my gold, especially working towards Dark Dimension 7 preparation and progression as well. But so that's it in the meantime, guys. Let me know what your game plan is. This is it for the events turning over, as well as keep an eye out for Nimrod coming this week as well. We'll be doing a deep dive on his kit and overall recommendation. So hopefully you guys get some good luck as well. Good luck in those orb openings, especially given how some of the gacha aspect is now in the game, right? Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.